Reverend Dr. Charles Apoki. I've been talking about time and several other factors. One of the things you must realize is that time will change everything, and everything will change with time. When I came to this town 23 years back, I was not like this. I didn't used to wear a cap to cover my head because my hair was still luxuriant and black. But time changes everything. And if you want to be happy in life and continuously derive fulfillment and relevance in life, don't base your happiness, don't base your fulfillment on the following P's. P as in potato. P number one, don't base your joy and your happiness on people. I was discussing with my nephew, and he told me about somebody that committed. I've seen people in prominent positions, people who seem to be happy, but they commit. Why? When you base your life on P number one, people, you will not depend on the following B's, as in beans. B, on their bodies. Don't depend on somebody's body for happiness. They will fail you. When you depend on somebody's body, particularly your spouse, he or she will use sex to hold you to ransom. And one of the greatest liberties you will have in life is when no person uses sex to hold you to ransom. The other thing is that don't depend on somebody's brain. Another B under P number one. Don't depend on somebody's brain to reason for you, to think for you, to plan for you. I started ministry with 3 young men, or 4 of them. At a point, they abandoned me, left me alone. And God told me that when I called you, I did not say you will walk with them. Dare to walk alone. I did a message on dare to walk alone. So don't depend on somebody's brain. The problem with the black man, the African, is that for everything we do in Africa, we depend on foreign aid, foreign thought processes, foreign everything. If you see around me everything foreign, don't depend on somebody's brain. Don't depend on somebody's blessing. My father is this, my mother is this, my brother is president, my brother is commissioner. No, they will disappoint you one day. Don't depend on the blessing of your pastor, the anointing of your pastor, his pronouncement upon you. You are your greatest prophet. Even Cain, that was cursed by God, built a city. Even Moabitesses that were told that none of them will enter the temple until the 10th generation. David was of the 4th generation of Ruth, and he entered the temple, ate the showbread, became a king. Even what's his name? Jacob's brother, Esau, that lost the blessing of his father. When he met Jacob, he told Jacob, I have more than enough. He was blessed. He sold his birthright, lost his blessing, but he was a rich man. So we need to rethink our theology. So P number one, don't depend on people. Don't depend on any person for your joy and your fulfillment. And because of that, don't base your happiness, your joy on somebody's body, somebody's brain, somebody's blessing, and somebody's body, blessing, brain, and one other B I can't remember now. So, and somebody's budget. Now, another P you should not depend on is your popularity. If you become so popular, listen, before now we had James Brown, we had Grover T. Washington, we had Barry White, we had Millie Jackson, we had the Whispers, we had Ted Nugent, we had AC/DC, we had Bad Company, we had the Beatles. Those ones left. Another wave will come. Another wave will also come. when you base your life on popularity, you will find out that at a time when a new generation comes, you will be struggling to become popular. And then if you are no longer as popular as you used to be, depression will set in. The next thing is, don't depend on your position to get happy. Buhari left now. So many people who constituted a nuisance in this country have been swept away. So many individuals who were trotting around the corridors of power are no longer relevant. So, if position that you are occupying is what gets into your head and makes you excited, you will regret it when you lose it. The next thing is, don't depend on your performance. Pele played football, and at a time he became old. Muhammad Ali was a boxer. At a time he had Parkinson's disease. As I stand here, I thought that when old people walk like this, that they were posing. It's a lie. The body is not like before. They can't be as agile as they used to be. So today I walk with some majestic steps. The majestic steps is not because I like to pose. It's that the system is not like as it used to be. So you base your life, your joy on performance, sexual performance. Harder. A time reaches, you can't do the harder. A time reaches, you can't behave and perform the way you used to be. Performance. Then even Usain Bolt, the last race he ran, he had muscle pull. He did not do like this. So if you base your joy on performance, you will now find out that a time comes when somebody else will do better than you. So the next thing is, don't base your life on prophecy. The prophecy of people. This is your year of this. This is your year of that. You are going to be this. You are going to be that. Or pronouncement. I told you that even Jacob, who gained everything, and Esau lost everything. When they met, the difference was not much. And in fact, the descendants of Esau, the Edomites, became the first dukes, the first chiefs, the first dukes in the nation of Israel. So don't base your life on prophecy, because some of these men of God, they prophesy upon you, they say this. Let me tell you, they too will pass away. Like as I said in my last video, that Pentecostals should get prepared. A lot of them will pass away, and not all prophecies might come to pass, because we hear from God partially. We might not know the fullness. And when a prophecy is made, don't just go and rest. When Mary was prophesied upon that she was going to conceive the Messiah, in one of the videos I made, God did not book accommodation for her. God did not provide transport for her. God did not arrange a midwife. She had to push herself. Joseph had to wake midnight and run to Egypt. God did not arrange a siren or an escort to carry him to Egypt. He provided for himself, even though he was feeding the Messiah. So don't base your life on prophetic utterances. Today, prophets are making money, prayer, they are making money, making fine and good. But don't base your life on that. Then I talked about position. Then popularity, I talked about popularity. Then the next thing, don't base your life on your profession. Your profession. I trained, as a medical doctor. The day I went to look at my results, that day it rained. It was around this kind of August in the year. I went there. We all surged towards the signboard that had the result. And then everybody ran back again. And I went there. And I saw my matriculation number. And I shouted, I passed. And then I needed to go and tell my father that dream he gave to me when I was in primary 4 has come to pass. In fact, the vehicle could not run fast enough to get to Warri. I became that doctor. I started working in the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. They would come and wake me at night to disturb my sleep. I would go and give injections, set drips, do all that. I was on call. At a point, it became tiring, it became boring. And at 40, I stopped. So your profession might not be what will give you happiness. After some time, it becomes boring. Even those of you who are general overseers and pastors, you will realize that a time comes when you want to run and leave the church for the members and go and do another thing. And then when popularity comes with your profession, you will find out that you are going to be put under pressure, real pressure. I am under pressure to preach, to do this. A time came that in this house, the first day I stayed in this house for 21 days continuously, my family celebrated. I stay 90% of the month of the year at that time in hotels. Today it is boring. I want to stay in my house or stay in my farm. So if you think it is your profession, your performance, your possessions, oh, Rolex wristwatch, oh, this bundle of metals and plastics behind me. Listen, to buy fuel for this one, to buy battery, I bought a battery for this one. This one has 2 batteries. You see me driving it, it's prestigious, but it costs money. If it is, after some time, the joy will start depreciating. When the responsibilities start falling, it's even including like your children. When you give birth to your baby, very precious. When it starts running around the house, scattering things, you need to go and carry from school and do this one. You'll say, these children. That's how it is. Your possession. Then your properties. I saw rain in India. I saw a big story building was washed away. Earthquakes would destroy buildings. Only one rocket one mortar that will land on top of an apartment building in Ukraine will collapse the building. And then, what is your source of joy? So what is it that really brings joy? Number one, your pursuit of purpose. I am doing this video and I'm having fun because I owe this generation what the covenant I had with God, that when I reach this position in life, I will share with 1 million Africans what has brought me to where I am and how they can become that. And that's what gives me joy. I wake up in the morning, I am thinking of what to share with them. As I go to bed, I'm thinking of what to share with them. And when I share with them, and I get testimonies back from them, oh, somebody commented, where have I been all these years that I did not know Dr. Apoki? It gives me joy. Somebody sent me a testimony of what she has started doing in Zimbabwe based on the lectures she has seen on this channel. And I'm getting testimonies from all over the world. It gives me a sense of fulfillment. Now, so this pursuit of purpose and bringing pleasure to humanity, bringing purpose and drive to humanity. If it is only the pleasure I derive, at this stage in life, food is not interesting. I ate only 1 meal yesterday. At this age, sex is not a priority. You don't even have the energy. And so, you can't do it for long. And so, you must start deriving your satisfaction, your pleasure from the fulfillment of purpose and your functionality in God's hand and the future that awaits you. Even if there is no heaven, I have lived a good life. It is good to serve the Lord. Praise God. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Subscribe to this channel and then share this video with others, and then join my WhatsApp mentoring group by sending a message to +234 7052 136763. And we have properties for sale, large portions of land. We're opening a totally new city that will blossom. Properties for sale. So send a message on WhatsApp to +234 7052 136763, and you can support this ministry. This recording equipment was sent from America. We have 3 sets of them, one for hotel and mobile recording, and then a smaller one. And I gave out the one that I had before. You can support this ministry by making donations to us. We are reaching the world and we are blessing. We have WhatsApp mentoring groups in the US, in the UK, in South Africa, in Kenya, in Ghana, in Zambia, all over the world, in the UAE, we are influencing people globally. God bless you.